Hey guys, welcome back to another story video. Hope you guys like my last one. For those of you who did see it. But this story is about the time I started a business on the last day of school. So anyway, let's get into the story and like and subscribe if you want to see more of these stories or just my regular content and all that. But anyway, let's get into the story. So it was, let's say, a couple weeks before the end of school, and um this lady who I went to in the school, actually, with two of my friends, um so we would get slinkies from the teacher after we got our work done. She's like help her like math and such. Anyway, so we would get those, and I would usually have them in my class playing with them if we had indoor recess and all that. And then anyway, skip to about the last day of school. The day before the last day of school, mine actually broke. So I asked for one, and she gave me two, just in case it broke. And after she gave me those two, one of my friends that was in my class, and I've known him for since like kindergarten or first grade. He walks up to me, he's like, "Yo, dude, can I have one of your what are your slinkies?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So then my other friend, who's also friends with that kid, came up to me. He's like, I just saw you gave my friend, I saw you just give this kid the slinky. Can I have one too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, won't hurt anybody. I don't really need slinkies, but whatever." So I gave it to him. And this was, so now let me remind you, this was the last day of school, and I was gonna start charging people for these because there's no way I can say, because I had no contact with anyone else, you know. And anyway, yeah. So the word got around I was giving out slinkies. So I went down to the teacher. I was like, "Hey, can I have some more slinkies?" So at this point, I had like 5 orders for slinkies, and I was giving these out for free. Now I'm really sad I did this the last day of school, because I could have made some bank on the last day if I actually charged anything. But people don't bring money to school usually, so it's whatever. Um, but anyway, right? So anytime someone asks, "Can we have a slinky?" I said, "Oh, I'll check in with my supplier." So anyway, one of my friends, I, she was a pretty good friend. She's in my CCA class for 6th grade now, because we go to the same school. So anyway, yeah. She asked for one. And I was like, "Oh, sure, why not?" And I already gave a bunch away. And then there was more people asking me for them. And I was trying to get hers first and stuff. And so I go to my supplier and I'm like, "Hey, this," I'm not gonna say the name for privacy stuff, but and I was just like, "Yeah, miss, can I have some oh wait, no. So it was out, skip, forget what I said. So I was outside with my friends for recess, and they were like, "You know what?" And I told them about my business, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we should go in and get some more slinkies and stuff." So we went in, right? We were gonna ask for some slinkies, so we went in. We were like, "Oh yeah, we all forgot." So practically we lied to our teachers. We were like, "Oh yeah, we forgot something in the classroom." In the classroom. Now we weren't in the same class. We were like in separate classes, but we were friends. So anyway, we go all the way down to the teacher, and we're like, "Can we have some more slinkies?" And she's like, "No, I don't know because I don't have enough." And we're like, "Oh." And then they tell her about my business, and she's like, "Okay." But so I wasn't having anyone pay for them, so she was fine with it, and I didn't get in trouble. But I was like, "Oh my God, why do you guys just snitch on me?" And I was so afraid I was getting in trouble. So that never happened. And then the slinky business had to shut down because the day was ending, and I wasn't getting the slinkies in time. So I so I said to my friend who asked for them, she's like, "So do you have a slinky or not?" And I'm like, Sorry, but my supplier ran out of them, and I'll try to give it to you next year because I know we're gonna same school. And she was like, oh, okay. And it's been about 6 weeks since sixth grade started, and